Artificial intelligence is an amazing tool, and the bank's IT departments are slowly turning their departments towards a more generative approach to data. In banking, the intersection of generative AI and compliance is becoming increasingly significant. The deployment of AI tools in the industry is not only about operational efficiency and customer experience enhancement, but also about managing regulatory requirements. Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Talking about generative AI, it poses some risks to banks and financial institutions. While it offers exciting possibilities for streamlining processes, improving customer experience, and generating new insights, it's crucial to be aware of the potential downsides. Gen AI models are trained on massive datasets, which unfortunately often reflects the biases present in the real world. This can lead to discriminatory outputs such as biased loan approvals or unfair hiring decisions. Even with seemingly unbiased data, the algorithms used in Gen AI models can introduce their own biases through choices made during development and deployment. The complex nature of Gen AI models makes it difficult to understand how they reach specific conclusions, hindering efforts to identify and address potential biases. Complex Gen AI models can be difficult to explain, making it hard to understand how they reach certain conclusions. This lack of transparency can hinder accountability and raise concerns about fairness and due process. The regulatory landscape surrounding Gen AI in finance is still evolving, creating uncertainty for institutions seeking to adopt the technology responsibly. Gen AI models themselves can be vulnerable to cyber attacks, potentially allowing attackers to manipulate their outputs or steal sensitive data. The global AI regulatory landscape is currently a patchwork of varying standards, guidelines, and laws. The lack of a unified regulatory framework introduces uncertainty for organizations navigating the integration of AI into their operations. Let's look into today's headlines. Google may soon rebrand its AI chatbot Bard as Gemini. Google is reportedly planning to change the name of its chatbot Bard to Gemini, something similar to how Microsoft rebranded its AI chatbot Binge to Copilot. Google apparently is working on a list of updates which will be released on February 7th, and once released, it will include the swapping of the name Bard for Gemini. The move aligns with Google's plan to make its LLM model Gemini integrated across products. The Centre launches Digital India FutureLABS for R&D in compute and IoT. The Union Minister of State for Electronics and IT, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, has launched the Digital India Future Labs. The summit also witnessed an announcement of 22 MOUs of CDAC with industry for implementation of the Future Labs. Companies like NXP Semiconductors, Tenstorrent, and Qualcomm India have signed MOUs in areas like high-performance computing space, design and innovation in compute space, and Indian telecom stack. Broadcasters urge OTT to be excluded from broadcasting bill. The Indian Broadcasting and Digital Foundation, that is IBDF, has urged the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting to exclude OTT platforms from the Broadcasting Services Regulation Bill 2023 as they are distinct from linear broadcasting platforms. In its argument, the IBDF said that treating linear TV and OTT platforms equally would constitute reverse discrimination and violate Article 14 of the Constitution. CBI charges ex-CMD of Air India, SAP India, and IBM India in software purchase irregularities. The CBI has filed a charge sheet on the recommendations of the Central Vigilance Commission against the ex-CMD of Air India, SAP India, and IBM in connection with alleged irregularities in purchase of software worth Rs 225 crore by Air India in 2011. The charge sheet, filed nearly after 6 years of the probe, named former CMD of Air India, Arvind Jadhav, IBM India Private Limited, SAP India Private Limited, and 6 others under the IPC Section 120B, that is Criminal Conspiracy, and provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act. BhartiAirtel pays reserve fees to continue using spectrum for 3 more months in 6 circles. BhartiAirtel has paid more than rupees 35 crore to the Department of Telecommunications to continue using spectrum for 3 months in the 6 circles where the telco's license are expiring this year. The payment has been done as a provisional measure to ensure continuity of telecom operations in the 6 circles. Since the auction is yet to be conducted, the government granted 3 months extension for using the airwaves. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to VAR India magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.